Hey guys, this is Grayson from DebtRoundup.com. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about financial health and what it means. We all think about our own health, our personal health, and eating right and exercising and all that kind of stuff. But what we don't translate that to is similarly on the other side of our financial health. Why we need to have savings accounts, why we need retirement accounts, why we need health insurance and car insurance and life insurance. All of these things encompass an overall picture of great financial health. If you don't know about me, back in 2008, 2009, I found myself in $75,000 of debt, 50,000 of which was credit cards. Now, this wasn't due to student loans or any other issue. This was me spending money that I didn't have, that I didn't earn. I was basically using credit cards to fund my lifestyle, a lifestyle that I couldn't keep up with. So 4 years later in 2012, actually July of 2012, I paid off my last credit card balance that was due. Since then, it's almost been another 4 years. Since then, I have changed my whole financial philosophy. I have focused on retirement savings. I've focused on insurance. I've focused on working other jobs in order to change my financial future. I worked at a job that I loved, but I had hit the growth ceiling. There was nowhere else to go. So what I did on the side is I created a new future for myself. Now I work for myself. I quit my job back in November of 2015, and I've been working for myself ever since. And this has given me the greatest financial freedom. And the only reason why I was able to do that is because I saved, I created investment portfolios, I created emergency funds just in case something happened. Before, I was literally one emergency away from declaring bankruptcy. If my car would have broken down or something would have gone wrong, our house, something happened to our house, we would have had to declare bankruptcy because there was no way to pay it back. Now, we built a basement office with cash, straight out of the pocket cash, no debt. I own my own business. I work for myself. Have another baby coming in. All this is possible because I have a stronger financial health. I now understand what money can do for me and what I can do with money. See, when you're struggling in the line and you're trying to figure out how to pay bills, we often think that we can't get it done, or this company is pushing me down, or all the odds are stacked up against me. Guess what? They are stacked up against you. But we still are the ones that control our own future. So if you want to make a change, you have to start doing all these things. You have to increase your credit score. Your credit score is a lot more important than just getting a loan. Most people think, if I don't need a loan, I don't need a good credit score. It can affect your job. It can affect getting an apartment. It can affect your car insurance rates. It can affect a lot of things. When you have a great credit score, not only can you save money every month on these services that you typically need, but also it allows you to use your credit and your good credit rating to use better financial products. Think of a mortgage. If you have a high credit score, you can almost get any mortgage that you want at the best rates. As your credit score drops, you get worse rates, and that costs you thousands over time. Thousands. It's for anything, car loans, any type of loans. A credit score is huge, but it's still, remember, it affects you outside of just money management. So all of these things are important, and they encompass financial health. So what we need to start doing is thinking of the whole picture. Financial health as a whole. Do you have insurance, health, auto, life? Do you have a will? Do you have the ability to leave your job if you don't want to be there anymore? Financial health allows you to have ultimate freedom. It allows you to do what you want when you want with your money. That's what the biggest problem in our society is most people think they're trapped because they don't have any money saved up. I know there's a lot of people in debt. I used to be one of them. I couldn't go anywhere. I couldn't leave my job back in 2008. There was no way. I needed to bring in income because I had to pay off these debts, let alone pay for my regular, expenses every month. Once I got off that debt train, the options opened up. I was allowed to do things. I was allowed to take vacations. I was allowed to buy things that I wanted to buy and I felt that were necessary for my lifestyle. I couldn't do that before. So financial health to me is so important and it's so necessary, but we don't talk about it much. We don't think the same way about our money as we do about our health. We got to go to the gym every time, but guess what? The gym's like running a budget. You need to budget. The scary B word, you have to budget. You have to track your money. You have to be cognizant of what you're spending your money on. You need to develop the understanding between wants and needs. You don't need the newest iPhone. You don't need a BMW. You might want one, but you don't need one. You don't need to get a loan for this. You don't need to get a loan for that. We got to start worrying about how we're handling our money and what we're doing in our minds. Most of our money mistakes are all up here because we don't understand all the money principles. Once I learned those, my whole life changed. I now have a positive net worth. I have a beautiful home that I enjoy, that we were able to put a large down payment on, all because I figured out where I was going wrong. I fixed it. And now I have opportunities and I create my own opportunities because money is no longer holding me back. I'm not being held back by debt. I'm not being held back by my monthly expenses. I've got those all under control. So now I can focus on the future of having a great retirement fund set up, having an emergency fund just in case something happens. I do run my own business. You're not going to have great months every month. So I have cash saved up just in case, This is what freedom is. This is what financial health is.